I have to forgive my cameraman because he has no idea what he's doing. Okay, so welcome back. Today, the mini bike is getting a complete suspension takeover. From TBolt parts, we've got the 3-inch extended swing arm, new rims. We've got the shocks that have been on almost everything that we've built so far. And then over here, we got some fresh number plates, some more rims. And then right here is the extended front forks, courtesy of eBay Motors. And then we've got some takeoff handlebars that I stole off of one of our junk three-wheelers. And we're gonna stick it all together, and then we're gonna see what the heck is gonna go on with this thing.
Is this OG suspension?
This is OG suspension. The original stuff that came on the bike back in 1981, I believe.
This is 81?
Yeah.
So that means?
We like to keep it vintage. We've got the 81 Z50, and then we've got the 89 or something like that, Timberwolf. We had the 83 490. We've got 60s machinery in a 2021 Rokon. We've got the 85 big wheel, the 87 Suburban, the 89 Toyota. One shot. This thing is beyond abused, original from a long time ago. That was easy. There's the swing arm. There's the bare backside of the Z50. I don't see any cracks for as many times as we've jumped it. So here's the new one and the old one. Extra 3 inches. See the wild difference there. This one's made out of aluminum, where this one's out of steel, but I think this one's heavier.
I've come to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
Ooh. Shock. So we've got the new rims, but I think for time purposes and how difficult it is to get these unseated from these little split rims, we're gonna leave them off. Leave them off for now. That way we can get the whole look of the bike. This is the reason why we're gonna do, get out of my face. This is the reason here as to why, look at the tire, as to why we're putting new rims on it. You can see the weeble wobble.
She wobbles a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty wobbly. But that's okay.
For the time being.
For the time being. So that was a super easy install of the rear swing arm. It was basically just unbolt and rebolt. So now that we got that off, maybe we'll go take this for a ride and see how much better or how much worse it is.
So, where are we at with this bike?
So in the intermission, where I forgot that I wasn't recording, we had to drill out 2 extra holes because it's hard to see in there, but This hub is actually a 4-bolt hub. And since I didn't want to take the time to buy new rims, it's already got these ones. I just drilled that out. And now that we've got all this kind of put together.
All right, where are we at with this thing?
Scoot you right here, sit down. Here, you want to sit on this box? Plop. The box plopped, Ted.
We're live.
Where was I? I forgot what I was talking about.
Your bolts and your...
Oh yeah, the bolts and the things and such. Oh yeah, so we had to drill the holes through the bolts. And then now we've test fit and discovered that the disc and the caliper won't fit unless the disc is loose. So I took a couple of washers and I spaced out the caliper, so hopefully that's enough to let it spin now. Timian, you gotta wait just a minute, bud. It's very difficult to see. Hold on, Teddy. I can't see what's happening. Oh, there it goes. Can't see what happens, so it just pops right in. Say. So as you can see, another reason why we need new rims is how bent that thing is. So I think that's gonna get us in these little spots here, but once we get the new rims on, I think it should stay where it needs to be. But we're gonna leave it right there for now because I forgot that I don't have mounts for the handlebars and I gotta take the rest of those off from the four-wheeler. Definitely tell it's taller because it wants to tip over on the old kickstand. But definitely sits much higher. Give me those handlebars. Yeah, and then we'll have...
Your microphone's not on.
And then those will sit like right there. And that'll be... I think that's gonna be about right. It's gonna be a little wrapper. So last night we had to take a pause on the mini bike because I didn't have any mounts for the handlebars. So last night I went home and I checked the three-wheeler that the handlebars came off of, along with a couple other junkyard bikes that I had, and everything is integrated into the triple clamps. So what I did find was one of my long lost junkyard finds was this mini bike. If I can see it. There you go. It was this mini bike that I found at the junkyard a long time ago, and it has the mounts that we need on it. So we're going to take the mounts off of that, put it on this, and then we just have to run the carburetor cable back in there and bolt some things up and finish tightening everything up, and then we should be ready for its first rip. And there is the handlebars. I think this thing turned out pretty sweet, actually. The only thing left that we got to do is obviously bolt on the brakes, hydraulic disc brakes that are pre-bled, which is kind of cool. And then there's just a few bolts here and there that we need to finish tightening up. And then, yeah, we should be good to go. Get the fender put on. So as with all things, when you do custom jobs like that, as I can imagine, like everyone watching has done, you come up with hang-ups and bang-ups. In this case, the gasket on the carburetor just broke on me, so I'm not gonna go get one tonight. So what I did is I put just a dab of RTV on it, just enough to get us by for now. And then when the time comes later, we'll go back and replace it the way you're supposed to. But this is one of those do not do as I do scenarios. So All right, and here is the finished product. I think this thing turned out just wicked, and I am super excited to take it out and just rip it around. But we're not gonna get to do that tonight because we are dark. One of the things that I think really brings this bike together are these number plates. Super vintage. I think it's just an awesome look. The front's gonna get one too, but I just gotta come up with a mount for it still. Anyway, so as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and your support is greatly appreciated. We're inching closer to those 1,000 subs, and if you'd like to subscribe, that's great. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one where we give this thing a proper send and see what exactly it'll handle. I might break out someone who knows how to ride a little bit better than me to really put this thing through the ringer. But until then, again, thank you guys very much, and we'll see you in the next one.